You know, if you've listened to the critics talk about abstinence education, you've probably heard them say things like abstinence doesn't work. There's no research showing the effectiveness of abstinence education, and therefore abstinence education should be defunded. Further, they'll point to studies like the Mathematica and use those studies as points to drive home their assertions. Well, the purpose of today's briefing is to look very closely and objectively at all the research out there regarding sex education, both comprehensive sex ed and abstinence education. Put it on a level playing field on a grid that makes those approaches similar in terms of the research that is available, and see what actually is out there regarding research. Before we do that, though, I think it's really important that we talk about what abstinence education is. And you know, there are a few things about abstinence education that have been subject to an awful lot of misinformation. So I think it's really important for us to have a foundation for what this approach teaches. First of all, it is not a just say no message. This is not abstinence only. This is a holistic message that prepares and gives students all of the information they need in order to make healthy decisions. Abstinence education is much more than just refusal skills. It's relationship building, how to identify a healthy relationship, how to identify an unhealthy relationship. What does it mean to make a good, healthy decision? Why is it important to set goals for your lives? And why it's important to set goals that go beyond this weekend, the next weekend, even beyond graduating from high school. Abstinence education talks about STDs and the medically accurate information regarding that. Abstinence education talks about contraception. And the manner in which contraception is discussed is a manner that most parents want that topic to be discussed, and that is a realistic discussion of both the limitations and the risk reduction, and that's what abstinence education does.